one of Your Mother Ate My Good Boy, Josh and Jesse on the
Hello?
mics. 1 2 1 2. Hello. You just fart?
I let out a big stinky one. So how you doing?
Before we get into that, do you have any food allergies? Do you ever? So there's nothing that you'll eat and then you'll be like, oh, shouldn't have eaten that. Here it comes.
No.
Hmm.
No. When I was
Good.
younger, I used to be
Good.
allergic to strawberries and tomatoes, but I grew out of them. So that's no longer true.
Stra- Strawberries and tomatoes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But no more. I can eat them with no problem.
Anyways, to answer your question, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, boy.
Nice one. Actually, there is. I was going to say there is no Canadian of the week this week, but there is a Canadian of the week. We'll get into it. But we do have a dead celebrity of the week.
We do.
Last week we had Catherine O'Hara, and today Dawson's Creek's own James Vanderbeek.
Gone. Very young. 48.
Now, 48. Yeah. Very sad. Now that I'm thinking about it, and this is probably, I shouldn't say this out loud. But I'm going to. Am I? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Never mind. James Vanderbeek, 48. Sad, yeah. Cancer, which ties into the movie we're doing.
Yeah, I presume that's what he has, something like that, right?
All the stuff that I've read, review wise, it was cancer, yeah. Because apparently dogs can smell cancer or something.
Mm.
Episode 159? 158? I said one earlier as a joke, but
Yeah. It's one of those. I can tell you that for absolutely free.
yeah, I'd like to know, like, for sure. I guess I can just go back. 158. 158. You're evens. I'm odds. You I already know the answer to this, but you watch any movies lately?
Yeah, I watched Send Help.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one with Rachel McAdams. I liked it. It was good.
I guess she can be your Canadian of the week.
There you go. Rachel McAdams, Canadian of the week. I thought there was a lot of cool things going on. I wasn't sure I was crazy about the story, especially near the end, but I liked a lot of the other parts.
Good.
So,
Did it remind you of Castaway at all?
uh, perhaps a little bit. I did think about that when in one scene where she finally makes fire. She's like excited, just like Tom Hanks in that one scene in Castaway.
Right.
Did you watch Send Help?
No.
Did you watch any other movies?
I don't believe so. No, haven't had much time for movie watching.
You're off all last week.
That's true, but that reminds me, we were too busy watching the Olympics. Couldn't watch any movies. Watching the Olympics.
That's right. I saw Canadian women beat Switzerland 5-0, and then they lost to Team USA 5-0.
Yeah. I don't have high hopes for a gold for Canada this year.
Period.
Well,
for the women's team,
women's hockey, yeah, they'll get a gold somewhere.
Yeah, they'll need to switch some things up if the women want a gold. That's for sure. But what do you think about the men's hockey? What do you think is going to go on there?
They play Finland tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Finland just lost to Slovakia today. So I imagine that they'll lose to Finland, pick a wake up call, and then they'll run the table, and then they'll lose in the quarterfinals to a team like Germany, and then they'll win bronze.
Didn't for a while there it looked like Italy might beat, who was it, Sweden or something?
Yeah, they scored the first goal, and then they tied it up.
Yeah, which is because
but then
the Italian team has no NHL players on it.
Their goalies played pretty well, though, from what I hear.
Well, he like stopped like 50 shots or something, and
then he got hurt.
Yeah, but the Sweden team is like probably almost all NHL players, I would have to guess.
I think 100% NHL players.
So a team of 100% NHL players versus a team of 100% non-NHL players. You know.
Yeah, and because Italy's only there because it's in Italy.
Yeah. But I mean, they had a fairly good showing today.
Yeah, watched a lot of figure skating, a lot of ice dancing.
The backflip guy.
I watched the backflip guy, the American who basically won gold for his team.
Yeah, he was pretty good. Although my understanding is the backflip doesn't necessarily really add any points or anything like that, or something like that.
He probably would not have added any points, because from what I've been told, is that they basically, you have to tell the judge or whoever what move you're going to do in the routine, and then they judge you on that. But like, because you have to do a certain amount of different things. Everybody does the same kind of, so a backflip just doesn't do anything, really.
I see. But he hit the quads pretty good.
Something I also learned is that he calls himself the quad god. He's the quad god.
Quad god. Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
That's a nice ring to it, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it rhymes.
Yeah. Last week you were telling me how you're watching, I think you said you were watching Fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that good?
Season 1 was pretty good. I mean, if you play the games, there's a lot of cool Easter eggs. Season 2, same. It's a little slow. Season 2 is a little slow to get going. But yeah, I don't know. It was fine.
Okay. I might watch it. I don't know. I'm just trying to see if there's a show I want to watch. I thought maybe I might watch Peaky Blinders, but I've been saying that for a while. I haven't actually started.
Don't watch Peaky Blinders.
No?
They're Irish.
Oh, God. Yeah,
you can't support the famine. I got more holes in my pants. More holes in my pants. This freaking dog. Speaking of dogs.
Is your dog in
dog? He's putting holes in my pants.
A bitey time of their life.
Yeah, she is incessant. An incessant biter. Let me tell you, she only does it when there's no cameras around. So, for example, like right now, she's a pretty little princess because there's cameras on her.
Mm-hmm.
But the cameras, as soon as the cameras go off, she's
chomping.
She'll bring out some blood. Speaking of holes in pants, I have some questions for you.
Okay, great. The leg holes.
If you're done, have you watched any of the Olympics? During the day, watch any Olympic?
Oh, yeah, I watched a little bit on the weekend, and then we had it on the computers at work today. Watching a little bit of that.
Oh, yeah. So what I'm being told is that you guys don't do any work at the hospital where there are sick and dying people. And so you're in the back watching the Olympics.
Today was a special day because it was inventory day. So we had to count everything in the warehouse. It's only once a year. And then when the auditors come in and check our counts, we're in like limbo for a couple hours. Like there's literally nothing we can do. So that was one of the things we did. We put on some Olympics.
And you're getting paid during this time?
Yeah.
dark in my house. And it's taxpayers' money they're being paid. Interesting.
Yeah. Inventory's got to get done. I don't know what to tell you.
We don't do inventory at the old post office.
Right.
Nobody counts my stuff. Well, that's not entirely true, but we don't have to talk about that. Legendary singers.
Okay. I know some.
You listen to music.
Mm-hmm.
That's a clue. She's the only solo artist to have #1 albums in the 1960s, the 1970s, the 1980s, the 1990s, the 2000s, and the 2010s.
It's one of those people that I know this. It's like either, is it like Barbara Streisand or is it like, or it's something like that. What's that other lady? I was going to say Barbara Streisand. No.
You'd be correct. It is Barbara Streisand.
Oh.
Nope. You said you didn't. Sorry.
I had heard that somewhere not that long ago. Barbara Streisand. So there you go. Nailed it.
Who was the other? Oh, we got a Stream Boo comment. Yeah, who was the other lady you're thinking about?
I don't remember.
Streamboo.com.
Streamboo.com if you want all your streams.
We've had some pretty rough weather recently, haven't we?
It's been like notably nice lately.
Depends on what kind of weather you like. So these last two questions are weather related.
Okay.
Only 3 questions this week.
Okay.
At least 3 hours of considerable snow is part of the National Weather Service definition for this. You need at least 3 hours of considerable snow. For what?
A blizzard?
What is a blizzard? Correct. So two for two so far. This one is the hardest of the bunch.
Weather. I thought the Barbara Streisand one was very difficult.
It was easy for you. You have her. I can see her record behind you. This state that borders Arizona has the lowest average annual rainfall in the U.S. Perhaps it's luck?
Nevada.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. Nevada is correct. 3 for 3, pretty good. What's your favorite James Van Der Beek role?
I'm not so certain I've seen him in anything. I was like, for some reason in my mind, I thought that he was in Starship Troopers, but that's Casper Van Dien. So I got the Van mixed up. So what has James Van Der Beek been in?
What about like the Dawson's Creek sad face meme?
No, Dawson's Creek is something I literally could tell you nothing about. I know nothing about it. I don't know if it's a drama, if it's what it is. I don't know.
You ever see like, okay, you've never seen it, but like a One Tree Hill. It's like it's just like a teenage coming of age TV show.
Okay.
Dawson, is it? I mean, I think it was filmed in BC, maybe.
I mean, there's a place called Dawson's Creek in BC.
Yeah.
That I've been to.
Yeah.
I drove through it on my trip to the Yukon.
I don't want to wait for our lives to be over.
Is that the theme song?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like that song.
Oh, it's a fictional town in Massachusetts.
Massive two shits.
Production. Let's see here. Casting, don't care. Production, don't care. Filming locations. It's primarily filmed on the other side of the country, not in Canada at all. Okay, never mind. Just shares
coincidence.
We just finished watching. Yeah, coincidence. We just finished watching How I Met Your Mother. He was in that. He had a cameo in that.
Okay.
So, pretty sad.
That I know
Who will die next week?
a little bit about. I know that. See, there you go. How I Met Your Mother, that has the guy in it. What's his name? He's very famous. Neil Patrick Harris.
Jason Segel.
There's Neil Patrick Harris in it, and Neil Patrick Harris is in Starship Troopers. So maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Did you weren't watching Shrinking, were you?
Shrinking?
Yeah, I think never mind. I thought maybe you heard of the TV show Shrinking with Harrison Ford.
What? Are you just making shit up? No. There's a show.
No, there's a TV
with
show
Harrison Ford
called
Shrinking.
And yeah, Jason Segel.
Is this a new thing?
No, it's on its third season. We gotta start. There's just have so much TV right now. It's so hard to keep track.
Such great TV shows like Shrinking.
It is actually a good show.
It's great. How could it not be? It's got Harrison Ford in it. It's really funny. He plays the president.
He has Parkinson's. No, he doesn't. Never mind. It's not. Air Force One is an option still. Don't ruin it.
Sorry.
Have you ever thought about getting a dog?
Well, I fostered a dog for, like a year.
That's fine. I think you watching this film, Good Boy, 2025 horror film, Good Boy, starring a dog, who is our Canadian of the Week because Indy is a Nova Scotian duck toller. Nova Scotia is a province in BC, or province in Canada. So Indy is our Canadian of the Week. You watching this, being not a dog owner, and me watching this as a dog owner, probably have two different viewing experiences.
Maybe. I mean, I've had a dog though, so.
Yeah, but big yawn. Yeah, but it's not the same. It's not the same because. Anyways, how did you like the film?
I thought it was pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it was pretty unique.
Yeah.
Entertaining, and also a very nice runtime, which I always appreciate.
Yeah. Yep. 73 minutes.
73 minutes. So yeah, there was a lot I liked about it. I would say it's sort of similar to what my thoughts about Send Help, which was I liked a lot about Send Help, but the story I thought wasn't amazing. So I would say probably for this one, that would be my one thing I wasn't crazy about. Felt pretty generic, but the way they told it and the sort of the perspective and all that part was interesting.
This film took 3 years to make.
Really?
You ever try to get a dog to do something? Sometimes one scene took a whole day.
But there was like 5 scenes.
There was more than that.
There was more than 5. Okay.
It took a long time. Indy, obviously, great dog actor. I'm sure very frustrating at times. But yeah, the perspective was interesting. I've read a lot of reviews and like how people thought about this film, and I still don't quite understand what they were going for. Like, is it just a horror film, kind of like an indie horror film through the eyes of a dog, or is there a deeper meaning? Is this like a love letter to his dog? What's going on?
I was thinking about that. Like, what can I put on my film studies hat and see if there is actually some sort of deeper meaning. I wasn't sure I could find any.
Okay. Good.
More just an experiment on how to tell a story, I guess.
Yeah, pretty spooky. It made me feel uneasy.
It was very spooky, and I was kind of on the edge of my seat about what was going to happen.
Yeah, like the beings were weird and interesting, scary.
Yeah. But yeah, I did. I mean, Indy was obviously the star, stood out. Very good dog acting, and I felt like I could tell, like, even though it's a dog, I could tell that its emotion was like matching what was going on in the actual scene, and I could like tell it was feeling that way.
Mm-hmm. The whining helped.
Mm-hmm.
I liked how we didn't see anybody's faces.
Yeah, pretty much. You see Todd kind of right near the end, but
yeah.
But yeah, I also did like that.
I feel like Indy was a little bit of an unreliable narrator because he's a dog, which kind of added to the story and the uneasiness. Like, oh, what's going on? Is it really happening, or is it not really happening because you're a dog?
Yeah, that is true. There was a couple times I'm like, was this like a hallucination, or can the human see this, or can Todd see this, or what?
So just an aside here to stop you talking, but is your vamp, is this on purpose?
No, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, but is your vamp trying to match
Vamp Frost? I don't recognize the name.
That's okay. You don't have to, but you put vamp in your
name.
So
Vamp root beer extraction. That's just a weird coincidence.
That was on purpose. Gotcha. Good to know.
Yeah.
We're talking about Good Boy. Good Boy. Nope. Good Boy. Not a vampire. Well, there's sirens in the background. She
doesn't like this. I thought she was barking at Vamp Frost for them to go away.
No.
If I type in this Riverside audience, does it go to Twitch as well?
Yeah, probably. Because they see it.
Okay.
Yeah, it should go to all of them, maybe.
That's fancy technology right there.
Yeah, Good Boy. The movie, but I liked how there was no other actors really.
Yeah, I mean, I quite enjoyed the movie. I think it could have been a bit more. I think there's a lot of creativity there.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe just a bit more creativity with the actual story, like what actually happened. In that sense, I thought that could have been a bit more unique. So I feel like that part wasn't that interesting.
Watched this. Sorry.
No.
Let me go first.
Yes.
I watched this film today. And as you said earlier, it was very nice and sunny out, and there perhaps a glare on my TV. So the film was very dark to me. Was the film very dark to you?
Yeah, I watched the first half and it was still light out, and then I paused it for a little bit, and then when I put it back on, I turned like all the lights off in my house and made sure it was dark. And even then, it was a little bit dark, but I didn't think it was too bad. But yeah, like if there was any light around, it was a little hard to see.
Because I saw a lot of reviews being like, "Oh, this is well lit." I'm like, I didn't get that. I couldn't really see what was going on. I thought maybe that was on purpose because dogs can't see color. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, they left. So.
Oh, great! Not in the chat anymore. Oh, that's good. I don't even know who that is. So.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know what game this is, but that's okay. You ever like not been in on the joke?
Yeah, sometimes. It happens to me sometimes.
And then just like how that makes you feel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
That's
great.
a good point though. What you were saying with the lighting, because that's one of my biggest pet peeves with movies. When movies are too dark, you literally can't see them.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
the first half that I did watch in the light, I was almost at that point where like this is too dark for me to see. But then I think I realized it was my problem.
Yeah, I feel it's a horror movie, so it's gonna happen at night, which is fine. I just wish, a horror movie would happen during the day sometimes.
Right.
Oh, I should write that down. I'll write a horror movie that happens during the day.
Horror movie during the day. Write that down. Put it in the good ideas shared document.
Actually, I'll just say it into my Hey Siri. Horror movie that happens during the day.
Here are some horror movies.
Thank you. Sinners was number one on the list. That's not a dark film. Well, it's a dark film for other reasons, but it's not a dark.
A lot of it happens at night, though.
Yeah, but I didn't find that I could see the film.
Well, that's true. Yes, you could definitely see the movie. There was another movie we watched for the podcast that was like a lot of it happened at night, but I could see everything that was going on. I don't remember what it is. Well, no, not The Haunting.
I do remember that being a dark film as well.
Probably. Like dark as in like the end is near. This movie is so bad.
Yeah, it happened at night and it wasn't well lit.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? I
like the movie poster. The movie poster is cool.
The movie poster is cool, yeah. This film made a lot more money than the budget. I think a lot of the filming was just the director and his dog. Because it was his dog.
Yeah, there certainly wasn't much going on.
Even like
people.
The director had to stand in for Todd many times because the dog wouldn't react the way that he was hoping. He needed to be there because Indy loves his owner. I wish my dog loved me, and she's snoring beside me. Really, really snoring.
Yeah.
Anyways, how are your cats?
The cats are doing fine. No real complaints. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I didn't like how Todd was like mean to Indy a few times. I was like, hey, man.
Hated it as well, but I guess it was for the film.
I guess so. But like, that's your best friend right there, helping you. You don't even realize.
He was going through some stuff.
I guess so.
But no, I didn't like that as well. And that kind of helped with like the uneasy and like the, I don't know, uncomfortable
feeling. It made me feel a little uncomfortable. That's a good point.
Thanks.
You're very welcome. I guess that's part of the, who are you? I guess that's part of the, I learned, by the way, that if you type in this, it does not go to Twitch chat. So they're not seeing us type that at all.
Oh, I think maybe it's me that can only do it because it says Twitch, it says YouTube. And it says Riverside. So, I see. So you can only go to me.
Oh, there we go. That probably would work. I see. Let's see what happened.
So that's why they would have left, because it was like we were ignoring them.
Yeah, Dave, wondering what the hell kind of hosts we are.
But we're speaking out loud, and so if they were listening, they would. Anyways.
Yeah. I will say, I guess, with this movie is there's not a ton to talk about besides like, the style, and because there's like usually you talk a bit about the characters. Well, there really wasn't any. There was like two.
Yeah.
And the story I thought was a little plain. So I don't know. I'm not sure what more to say about that.
I mean, could you have found 17 more minutes to make it a 90-minute film? Yes, probably. But I think they were like, this dog, it's taking us 3 years to film. This is as good as we're going to get. Let's wrap it up. Call it a day.
They did very well with what they ended up getting. Because there wasn't, like, every single scene dog is in. There isn't, I'm not like, oh, the trainer's clearly right off camera, like, directing them or something like that. It just looks like they were just doing what a dog would do in most of those situations.
There's no trainer. It'd be like if you took a dog, your dog, perhaps, and just filmed it doing stuff. That was what this film was.
Yeah.
Makes me think maybe I can do that. What if...
Hey, Siri.
Good Boy 2, she's a girl, good girl. We do a horror film with her in the day. Daytime horror film starring Good Girl. Gone
There's
Girl.
an idea.
That's the film I'm thinking of.
But can we do that in? I mean, we need to take 3 years apparently, and I mean, they have pretty nice camera equipment, I guess.
It's like you're listening to vinyl series. We'll just do that. But instead of listening to vinyl, we will do a horror film with a dog.
Right. Not vinyl in strange places. Dog in broad daylight.
Yeah, she doesn't listen, so that might be difficult. But
well, just tell her to do the opposite of what you want her to do, and then she'll do what you secretly do want her to do.
Bite me.
There you go. And look at that. She's not biting you at this very moment.
No, she's in dreamland.
Typical. Lazy.
What if the last thing I'm going to say before we get into discourse?
Okay.
Could you imagine this, a horror film in the eyes of a cat?
Well, we saw a movie in the eyes of the cat. It was called Eye of the Cat.
Yeah, that movie was not good.
Not nearly as good as this one.
I'm just thinking like this style, but a cat.
Right. I could see it working. Oh, I was going to mention something about this movie that I noticed. You know how he's watching like a lot of horror movies on the TV?
Were they horror movies?
Well, like spooky movies or whatever. But at the very beginning, very, very briefly, there was a little clip from Carnival of Souls.
Oh.
So I thought that tied in nicely to our podcast because we watched that for the podcast.
Speaking of tying in nicely, we talked thank you for reminding me, but we talked about Harrison Ford briefly. Indy, named after Indiana Jones. Harrison Ford. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade on the TV in the movie.
Wow. Yes. And their dog name is Indiana. They say that in the third one. They're like, oh, I named the dog Indiana or something.
And in this film, Indy.
So I assume that's probably on purpose.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do I know?
You do know that it was on purpose. Okay, so discourse.
I'm happy to get discourse.
How did you like the acting?
Well, I mean, there was one actor. I mean, I guess Todd was kind of in it. But, I mean, he was a good boy, I tell you. Excellent work. I'm going to give acting a 9.
Interesting. I'm going to give acting a 10. 10 out of 10 for acting for me. Good boy, for sure. How do you like the ending?
The ending. I don't think it was the strongest ending in the world. Kind of just, I don't know, it just didn't have a lot of weight to it, it felt like. And Yeah, it's a little hard to describe. I just feel like much happens. It's not that satisfying. It's not particularly scary or scarier than what everything else that had happened. It's not like it was particularly unexpected or so. I don't know. Just kind of like ending. So I bet I didn't hate it or anything. Yeah, I give it like a 6 out of 10. I mean, it was all right.
Okay. So with a movie that's 70 minutes long, we're so used to watching at least 90 to 100 minutes that an ending like this just kind of sneaks up on you. You're not ready for it. You're like, oh, this is the ending. We're there already. This feels like the beginning of the third act, but we're at the ending. I liked the ending, like him being dragged away, that whole like symbolism, and then him sitting at the steps, hearing the whistle and looking back, all sad. Tears at the heartstrings a little bit. I didn't hate the ending. It wasn't unexpected. People in reviews are like, it was. I didn't know he was gonna die. I was gonna die the whole time. I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
Out of 10. 7 De Niro eyes out of 10. The whole film as a whole, taking into account everything that we learned today from owning dogs, I did like how it made me feel. You love a film that like makes you ugh. So that was a plus. Dog acting was a plus. I don't know. I know you gave it a certain score on Letterboxd. I already looked, so I have a feeling you're probably going to do something crazy with your score. But I'm going to give it was a unique film through the eyes of a dog. Wasn't terrible, too dark maybe. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for me.
You loved it.
Hands washed. I wouldn't say I loved it, but I think this is the kind of movie that we should be watching more of. Something a little different.
How did you know what my Letterboxd score was already?
Because I know that you normally watch films the day of, and I was looking for reviews for this movie, and I went to Letterboxd. I'm like, you know what? Let's just look up old Sour Juggernaut and see what he's up to. So then I saw your Sundhelp review. I'm like, oh yeah, you watched that movie. And then I saw this one, so I'm like, okay, he liked the film.
I did.
But you didn't like the story. I knew that.
Right. So you knew everything I was going to say already.
No, I didn't know everything, but
you knew a good gist of what I was going to say. That's fine. Yeah. I did like the movie. I thought it was unique in some ways, how it was shot, and the perspective part was really cool. The story, maybe not so much. And I also thought, obviously, Indy was fantastic. And I thought the atmosphere was very creepy, and I liked that. So, despite its few shortcomings, but nothing too crazy. So, I'm going to agree with you on the final score. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10.
Wow, a rare same scoresies.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
It's a good one. Very unique. I'm glad I watched it. And I'm excited to tell my friend at work who told me to watch it that I enjoyed it.
Unique New York. I forgot to put in the scores for last week. Do you remember what you gave Battle Royale?
A 7.5.
I don't believe you. I guess I gotta go relook at that. Good boy.
I did notice that because for some reason, like on the weekend, I was like, I wonder if I could still find the link to that shared document. And I could. And I scrolled down the very bottom and I'm like, oh, I don't think he put the score for Battle Royale in there. And Sure
My
enough, you
bad.
did forget.
This one's easy because it's just 8s across the board. Yeah, it's weird. Normally I'm real good. You
It's
think
rare
you give
that
it?
it's rare that we
Oh,
agree on a score this high. I feel like we've been both like, oh, let's both give it a 5. I feel like that's happened a few
Right.
times.
yeah.
Never an 8.
Never an 8.
I don't think that's ever happened.
I did add a movie to my picker wheel today
Okay.
because I did notice that you follow one person on Letterboxd. So I looked at what they were up to,
Mhm.
and they had watched a film recently that they gave a really good score to. So I looked up the film, and apparently it's universally beloved. So I added it to the list. So maybe we'll get it today.
I mean, I've been looking at every single one of his most recent reviews, so
You might be able to guess.
yes, apparently, maybe. So, but yep. He just did Marty Supreme,
It won't be that one.
which you
You want
liked.
to watch it, but
Yeah,
maybe-
I don't know. I don't like Timothy Chalamet. I don't know if I can get past the Chalamet-ness of it all.
well, knowing it's like an uncut gems for table tennis, it's going to be like a 3-hour movie. So
Right. Oh, I think I know. I know which one you picked. Yeah.
we're spinning the wheel. Spinning the wheel. Our movie for next week is A Ghost Story. Ooh, a little theme here. A little theme. We had a
Ghost
horror
Story.
movie. We had a horror movie, Good Boy. And then we're going back to kind of an oblong horror movie called A Ghost Story. You know Ben Affleck? Well, he has a brother. And his brother stars in A Ghost Story.
Casey
at Bat? A Ghost Story. 2017. Probably not very easy to watch. Somebody else is in it. Oh, Rooney Mara. Love a good Rooney Mara film.
She was in a movie recently I watched that I really liked.
Yeah, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Yes.
There you go. It's about a man who becomes a ghost and remains in the house he shared with his wife. So it's an A24 film. Speaking of Marty Supreme, but it is told through the eyes of humans.
Right, not of dogs.
Not of dogs. It's on Apple TV.
Perfect.
3.8 on Letterboxd. So similar. Well, Good Boy only got 3.
Yeah, I thought that was a little surprising.
An easy 92-minute runtime.
Oh, I like that. I was like, oh man, the people are gonna love this, just like they loved Hundreds of Beavers, which is a terrible movie. But people love it.
We take risks on this podcast. Hundreds of Beavers was a risk. I believe that it was worth watching. A good Christmas film. I feel like I didn't hate it.
No, I remember you saying you kind of liked it.
I guess I can look it up.
And I merely thought it was, I think, just barely okay.
Barely okay. Hundreds of Beavers couldn't have been that long ago. 113. You give it a 4.5.
Hello, Molly Whoppin, the Big Whopper.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in.
I like how she did say my favorite streamers, so that's appreciated. We'll show that on stream.
Yeah, put that on the screen.
If it'll show up.
There it is. Molly Whoppin, the Big Whopper. We really appreciate your support.
Now, when I when I show that on screen, is that in front of you or is that in front of me?
It was in front of you.
Okay. Yeah, me too. We're just sharing our favorite James Van Der Beek moments. He died today, so let us know in the chat. What's your favorite James Van Der Beek moment? Or film? Or TV show appearance? Really appreciate it. It's a somber moment.
Boy.
It's a somber podcast today. It's a somber podcast. We're all very sad. Oh, we also heard what Catherine O'Hara died from. Did you hear what Catherine O'Hara died from?
No, I actually didn't.
She had a pulmonary embolism. But also had rectal cancer. So could be unrelated. But she was heading south pretty quickly. Sad. Also comment in the comments. Comment in the comments who you think will die next. Which celebrity will die next? Oh, also, did you watch the Super Bowl?
I did not.
Speaking of betting on stuff, big Seattle win. You'll have to see it.
I tuned in when it was halftime, I believe, and it was 9-0.
Yeah, pretty boring game. Turns out.
I was like, wow, what a game! And then a few hours after it finished, I was like, oh, I should check who won. And Seattle won. That was about it. I don't know.
Yeah, it turns out you could watch it for free on Crave.
Really?
It's available on Crave to watch. Oh, Molly Whoppin in the Big Whopper says Shia LaBeouf. She thinks Shia LaBeouf will die next. So that's interesting.
Doesn't on my screen it doesn't look like they said anything.
That's quite interesting. They've chosen Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. They're in Disturbia, The Peanut Butter Falcon, Holes, and Fury.
Did you ever watch The Substance?
I did not. Is he in that?
That's a movie I think you should watch. No, but he's married to Margaret Qualley. No, he's not. He's married to somebody else important.
Yeah. Mia.
Oh, Mia Goth.
Mia Goth. Yeah, that's it.
Right. Sorry. Say M names. Okay. Have you seen Pearl?
No.
Or X?
No, I don't think I've seen a Mia Goth movie.
Those are pretty good. The trilogy.
I've been meaning to watch those. Yeah.
Anyways, Margaret Qualley is married to Taylor Swift's producer. Not the same. Not the
bad one, right?
Not the bad one.
Okay. Skip Bayless or whatever. Not Skip Bayless.
Scooter Braun, I believe is.
Scooter Braun. That's it.
Scooter Braun.
Skip Bayless is the guy with like the hot takes on basketball.
Yeah. Vamp Frost thinks Justin Bieber will die next. Justin Bieber is their choice. So interesting choices here. Who do you think is going to die next, Jesse? Then we can wrap this up.
Let's say.
We just look to see if they're already dead. A lot of people dying.
I'm gonna go with Goaty Modi.
What?
I don't know.
I see. Cool. So
I
wonder if they're they probably do an emote. It's probably one of our emotes on the screen.
That's true. We
can't
emotes.
See it.
Yeah,
we can't see it because
of the interface we're using now. We just see the words. But if you go on the Twitch chat, Goaty Modi is a popular one. A lot of people in the chat are saying they're spamming it, as they say.
This guy just died. Bud Cort dead.
Oh no, really?
Breaking news. You may recognize him from The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. He was in that film.
Goaty Modi. Got another Goaty Modi.
He died. Well, let's not go to Modi dead people. This is a serious.
Bud Cod just passed away. Goaty Modi.
Bud Cort. Oh, I guess you might be too young to know who Jim Robson is.
Perhaps. What did you Google? Most recent
Oh,
celebrity deaths?
I'm on Wikipedia. Yeah, the deaths, recent deaths on Wikipedia. Jim Robson, he was a longtime play-by-play guy for the Canucks.
Oh, for Vancouver. Yeah, I did hear about that. He was 91.
Yeah, he is. So, like, obviously, it's okay that he died. So
yeah,
it's
you
not
get
like a
to ripe old
surprise.
age. Yeah. So I think maybe I'm gonna go with who's finally gonna pass. The guy who's 100. Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke, yeah, Dick Van Dyke. That's a good. It's not a good payout at all.
Yeah, like it's not like the odds aren't very good. You know, I'm not getting paid. It's not like 1 to 500. It's like a 1 to 2 or something.
Yeah, he's dead soon for sure.
Goody
Kirby, come here. Anyways, on that note, anything else you want to talk about before we log off the podcast?
No, I think we've hit our 50 minutes, which is great. If anyone in the chat has a question for us before we go, we'll answer one question.
Go to Modi, not a question.
Goaty Modi. If you have a question that isn't just Goaty Modi, we'll answer it probably, and then that's when we'll call it. But you have 15 seconds to pose your question,
or literally just shout it from the other room.
Can you do a backflip? I cannot personally, no.
Was she listening to the podcast while we were talking about the backflip guy, the quad god?
I don't know. Can you do a backflip, Josh?
Uh,
Prove that I can't?
Not even on a trampoline. Kirby.
I'm not going to prove that I can't. It sounds like pain and suffering.
Yeah, we're in our mid-30s now.
Yeah. We do appreciate your engagement in chat. That's awesome. Hit the stream with a follow if you're not already following.
Ooh, let us know who we should raid next.
Yeah, we can send our... Oh, we should do that. You should actually... You should raid Vamp Frost. That's a great idea.
I don't know how to do that.
You just put / raid and then space Vamp Frost.
Okay. But I'm not even on Twitch.
I think if you type it in this chat, it'll make a Twitch message and it'll work that way.
Let's try it.
Yep, that'll work. Okay. Oh, it just says Vamp Frost in the...
Yeah, but then the next one says...
Raid Vamp Frost.
Oh, but that's weird then. Where did raid go? Makes you think.
Does make you think. Okay, well, thank you everyone very much for listening.
Yeah.
And I'll be very happy to see y'all. Next time.
Yeah, next time.
Next time.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.